incident which happened in Kodaikanal. Swami was with the students, and he had sent them on every day. There would be some new activity. If not in the residence of Bhagawan, it would be outside. So on that particular day, he had asked the students to go to a particular place in Kodaikanal called Silver Cascade. Basically, it's a waterfall, and from a height, the water is falling on the dark igneous rocks, so it makes a wonderful sight, and nobody who visits Kodaikanal misses the Silver Cascade. So whenever Swami would take a batch of students to Kodaikanal, one day he would send them to Silver Cascade, and that was that day. Now as they were going, it so happened that the bus stopped at one spot, and suddenly Swami came in. He left his own car and he walked into their bus, and the students were naturally very, very excited because, wow, what a personal, private audience you're having with Swami. And so somebody offered one of the seats, and Swami was sitting on the seat, and everybody was trying to go closer to him, and they're wanting to touch his lotus feet. If they're not able to reach up to him, they are touching the hem of his robe. So it was very, very intimate. And to ensure that nobody outside knows what's happening inside, so all the curtains had been drawn. So nobody outside, because generally when Swami's car is going, his devotees would line up on the road and they will peep in. So it was kept top secret. At one moment, the bus comes to a halt, and somebody announces that Silver Cascade has arrived. The moment it was announced, everybody started, became mobile. The curtains were drawn out, light started coming in, and everybody started watching this beautiful waterfall. And for a few precious moments, everybody was just watching the waterfall. Swami said something, but nobody had time even for what Swami was saying, till Swami repeated the same thing. And then suddenly it hit everybody like a thunderbolt. Swami said, beauty is outside, God alone is inside. All this while, they were so excited that Swami is with them, and they want to talk to him, they want to touch him, and they want to, do everything. And suddenly comes the Silver Cascade. Swami is still with you, but it means nothing. Suddenly you're so engrossed seeing the Silver Cascade, till Swami had to remind all of them, I'm here. So this beautiful world God has created, very, very beautiful. In fact, Mr. Murthy once had this conversation with Swami, and Swami asked him, what is the difference between Andam and Saundaryam? And this was the answer which he gave Swami. He said, Swami, Andam is beauty, beauty which stimulates your senses, excites your senses, and makes you passionate, and that is what the world is. But Saundaryam is that which stuns all your senses, Your senses become numb. That is what happens to you when you come face to face with God. And that is why, we say, He is Saundaryam. Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, we say. So, He is Sundaram because when you see Him, you become speechless. All your senses, freeze, and you forget yourself. So, Swami gave a beautiful message to all the students who were traveling with him that day. Yes, the world is beautiful, enjoy the world, but never ever forget that God is there within, waiting for you and He alone is waiting for you.